Hello and welcome to Social Media Monitoring for your credit union. Today we're going to talk about social media monitoring. It's kind of more just basics on how to get it set up and where to go, as it is something that's very important for your credit union. So step 1 to social media monitoring is your command center, and this is where what we're going to talk about today. I would suggest using an RSS reader, much like Google Reader, as I have here. You can set it up with your work email account, as I've done, and it's free. It's just Google Apps, but it is free, and you can access that from anywhere. And it won't do anything to your email. So to start out, and that's the dashboard, we're going to go to Twitter, go to their advanced search, and it's going to allow us to see what people are talking about on Twitter at that time. So you have all these fields. Remember to use your Boolean indicators, but we're going to look at credit unions or banks just to see kind of what's going on. You could look for a hashtag if you want to, but it's not necessary, as you can filter it for a geographical location, which is great. So we will continue on. And here you see a lot of different things that people are talking about, whether it's for banks or credit unions within the Salt Lake City area. Something you can do on your own, but what we're going to do is we're going to grab this feed so we can put it into our Google Reader. So you just go up to the URL code and copy it, go over the add subscription back in Google Reader and paste. I'm sorry if I go through this pretty quickly, but we'll rewatch it as many times as you need to. So here, when new things come in, this is where they'll be. They'll show up there for your credit union and or bank. We're going to look at blog posts now, because this is something else that's very important. So Technorati is a great blog post engine. There's a lot of them out there that subscribe to Technorati, so it's a good starting point for you. This time we're just going to look at credit union. So just going to wait for this to come up, and it's going to come up with a few blog posts that have the word credit union in the post. You want to do it that way because not every blog is about credit unions. But you have a few there, some great information for you, if nothing else. We're going to grab the RSS feed again. And sometimes you have to play with it a little bit, but it'll get there. So you go back up to the URL code, copy, and paste it back into the subscription. And then again, information will pop up, what you've just seen on Technorati. So the next spot we're going to go to, because it is very important, is Social Mention. What Social Mention does is it lets you see from a variety of social media sources if they're public, or you can break it down into what kind of social media you're looking for, blogs, microblogs, what have you. So again, we're looking at credit unions. What's nice about this is you can get the RSS feed, or right underneath there's a link that says email alert, where you can get them to email you instead of just going to your RSS feed. So that's nice because you can then do what you need to do with it. You can get it sent directly to your email. So these are some great options to help you out. You can also do Google Blog Search. It's the same kind of thing as Technorati. You will get, with a lot of these things, you will get some crossover, but what's nice is they all pick up something a little bit different, so you're always going to find something new. So then you add the RSS feed again, that was at the bottom of the page, to your Google Reader, and you are set. The next thing that we can always look at is Google Alerts. That's something that a lot of people do currently use, and it's set up to send you email alerts for different search terms. So you can search from anything from your credit union name, your name if you want to do that little ego trip, or even your CEO's name to see if there's anybody talking about you or them or anything else. There's so much that you can do with this. It doesn't just have to be for social media purposes or just for your credit union. So there's a lot that you can do with social media monitoring, and this is just the tip of the iceberg on how to get this set up. Thanks, and let me know if you have any questions.